Coming up, it's the Bengals looking to avoid their 7th straight loss to the Ravens. Can Cincinnati prevent another sweep? Find out next on EA Sports.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. The numbers for Mixon last week, 14 carries, 79 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun to give to Mixon. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Patrick Queen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. The Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his 4th season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson. Now Jackson throwing on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. These 2 teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Patrick Queen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for postseason berth later in the year.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. They go play action now. Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's... The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Now Burrow on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Again, that's Hurst. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. McPherson's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
So we have reached half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is going to lose yardage here. He had the option, decided to keep it. I don't know that it would have mattered either way, though. Defended pretty well.
It really was, wasn't it? Because option plays are really standard 2-point calls, and you have to prep against them, and they did their prep well on that one.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. Fights through him, powering his way forward. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon,
his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
The Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there complete to Ruggs.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One thing you're open for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Burrow.
Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Play action. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Burrow's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Completes this out left to Ruggs. 7 yards the pick up there.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 16, Burrow looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To the air again, Burrow.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Another catch there for Waddle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. A big offensive explosion help leading.